to another episode of Car Talk. Today is Thoughtful Thursday. So today I would like you to write down in a little journal all the little things that you're thoughtful for. 3 things I'm thoughtful for are my supporters, that I have a car and I have to walk around in this type of weather that we're having with the cold snow and all that. And also, I am thoughtful for my head. I remember at one point in time in my life, about 6 years ago, I ended up finding myself homeless. Never thought I would be in that situation. I just moved back to Vegas a couple months in. So right before I left, I ended up meeting this guy. He was from Ohio. And long story short, basically, he said, I told him, I said, I think we should wait until we have enough money to go and be there down there successfully. And he says, don't worry, honey, like I'll make sure to make enough money that so that, you know, you won't have to worry, like we'll both be working, we'll be making money, etc. Once we got there, that was not true. And mind you, this man is like 9 years older than me. You would think he'd be in, you know, better situation, you know, than I was. We ended up getting our first apartment. It became a struggle to basically take care of me, him, and his dog by herself. And I said, look, I need your help. He says, don't worry, my stimulus, you know, they had the little COVID checks going on at the minute. So basically, he says, don't worry, like, I'll be getting it soon. We end up catching ourselves moving on with my friend. Long story short, I'm working 2 jobs at this point in time in my life. And basically what ended up happening was, I came home one night, ended up getting in a big argument with one of my friends, and long story short, basically, my friend said, Layla, you can stay, but he got to go. And I guess like part of me felt guilty because I brought this guy all the way from Ohio back to where I was living in Vegas, and realizing that wasn't, you know, I took him as my responsibility, knowing that, you know, he really wasn't my responsibility. But he could, you know. Basically what I'm saying is, ladies, even gentlemen, don't settle. Like, if someone's not like putting in the effort, then don't waste your time, you know. Mind you, after that, I am dating football players. I've dated a few millionaires, and so forth. But basically, where I'm getting at, and now I have an amazing partner, who I'm engaged to. We've been together for about 3 years now. And like I said, just never settle. Just think of it like this. If someone shows you who you are, believe them the first time. Never settle. Know your worth. And like I said, there will be a more lengthier version of the story, you know, coming soon. But basically, and never judge anyone based off where they are. That was something I learned. You know, people always look at homeless people and they say, "Oh yeah, all you gotta do is get a job." I had like multiple jobs, and I never thought I would put myself in that situation. But like I said, I was young, I was dumb. Like I said, I've done a lot of crazy stuff, and then that's gonna be one of the stories of things I've done in my 20s I never do in my 30s. Now, like I said, I work as a case manager. I'm a nursing assistant. I'm also building a 6-figure business currently. So, life, health, fitness coach. So, anyway, basically where I'm getting at this story, and mind you, that was about 6 years ago. I'm going to school to become a radiologist. So basically where I'm getting at, wherever you are today doesn't mean you have to be there tomorrow. Anything is possible. Just have to never give up. And know everything's going to work out. I'm a walking testament of that. Like I've asked, I remember being in that situation and just praying to God, please take me out of this situation. And he ended up taking me out of that situation, and now I'm like 1,000 times better. Like I have everything I lost, I gained back 10,000 times. So basically what I'm telling you is Thoughtful Thursday is about just showing your gratitude for where you are, and just know that wherever you are is okay. Like, you don't have to be perfect. No, I'm not perfect. Basically where I'm getting at with this story and story time, etc., and car talk is everything's going to work out. I mean, I know a lot of us feel like we've been stuck, we have shackles on us, but just know your breakthrough is coming. Everything's going to work out how it's meant to be. So, until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Happy Thoughtful Thursday. Mwah.